Hey guys, it's Spencer Anderson here with Sunwood Homes, and I wanted to check in with you today with a little piece of advice. When you're building a custom home, there's two types of builders that you need to know about. There's cost type building and there's allowance type building. Now there's pros and cons to each type of this type of building process. Now the cost type building is going to be for the buyer that's not necessarily as price conscious as someone might be. This is the type of person that wants to go through every single step in the process with their home and say, I want this upgrade here, I want to add on this room here, and they don't really care about the price. And what the builder does is they build that into your home and they just tack on a certain fixed percentage. So when we get to the end of the project, you just say, okay, this is my price point. Now, the common thing that you see with this type of a build job is you get to the end of the process and you're like, wow, I'm 50 to 100 grand over budget that I wasn't necessarily ready to spend on this project. Now the other type of builder is an allowance type of builder. This is the type of guy that can come to you and say, I can build you this home right here for $399,000. So very confidently you can go into the process knowing what your price point is, so if there's any complications with getting qualified for your mortgage or making sure that the deal just comes together, there's no surprises along the way. Now the downside to that is when you're working with an allowance type of builder, you need to become very familiar with the standards that are inside of that building process. This is what I mean. So when you go to the allowance type builder and he says, yes, I can build you this home for $400,000, you need to say, okay, show me what your standard countertops are inside of this building process. You need to make sure that this guy isn't saying, oh, well, yes, I can build you this home for $400,000, but this is going to be for a Formica type of countertop, and you were expecting to have quartz or maybe granite inside of that price point. You need to make sure that you don't sit down with that builder and he says, oh, well, yes, your budget was $400,000, but foam inside of your stucco is an upgrade. You're going to be able to pay an extra cost with that. So if you choose the wrong allowance builder, you very well could get to the end of your build process and still be 50 to 100 grand over your allowance because you were expecting that standards that you thought were included in the price were not inside of that build process. So make sure that when you're choosing what kind of home you want to build, and more importantly, who you would like to build your home, become very familiar with the standards that they offer, because that can make the building process a very enjoyable or a very frustrating one. If you guys have any questions, visit us at mysunwoodhomes.com.